G'day new starters, welcome back to this fresh Sunday morning with the first real day of autumn that we've had this year. It's kind of brisk and nice. In this past week I had a contact from a very good friend of mine, Reg Goring, sent me a Facebook message. Reg is the longest standing friend that I have in my life. I don't remember a time that Reg was not my friend. And in reality, we lived beside each other up until we were the age of 4, 5 or 6, somewhere around there. Actually, I think it was more like 4. And then Reg moved away, and we were able to keep contact across the years. I would go and stay with him on holidays. He lived down in the Bay Area, and so a lovely house on the Wellington Point spit. And so that was always a fun part of our lives. But as we got older and our lives moved us in different directions, we've been able to keep contact. Sometimes 10 years would go past between the time that we were together, and yet we would always find opportunity to reconnect and to re-establish our relationship. The cool thing about our friendship is that I don't remember any time where I have felt like I'm not meeting Reg's expectations. I know there's never been a time that I felt that way about him. We just believe in each other. We just have a relationship of trust and confidence in the other one's heart. And so when we come together, there isn't any sense of I have to justify my existence or I have to explain why I have done certain things with my life. We are just connected together in our hearts, and we believe in each other. And that relationship to me kind of defines what a friendship really ought to be. There isn't any sense that I see that Reg needs to meet a personal need in my life, and I think that he feels the same way about me. It isn't that there's expectations that either of us are going to give each other something that we haven't got at the moment. There's just a sense of confidence in the other one's heart. And I think in that relationship there is a reflection of what genuine friendship is supposed to be. And I've been thinking about that since he made the contact that we might have the opportunity to get together in the next couple of months. You know, throughout the New Testament, if you're looking for it, particularly in the epistles, there is often mention of the way that we should love one another with a sincere heart. And you can very easily read over those statements and move on to something else. But it occurs again and again, particularly in Paul's writings. And we see that reflection in Hebrews and again in Peter. Let me read a passage to you from Peter. And it's found in 1 Peter. He says, since you call on a Father who judges each person's work impartially, live out your time as foreigners here in reverent fear. For you know that it was not with perishable things such as silver or gold that you were redeemed from the empty way of life handed down to you from our ancestors, but with the precious blood of Christ, a lamb without blemish or defect. He was chosen before the creation of the world, but was revealed in these last times for your sake. Through him you believe in God, who raised him from the dead and glorified him, and so your faith and hope are in God. Now that you have purified yourselves by obeying the truth, so that you have sincere love for each other, love one another deeply from the heart. And here's what stands out to me in that verse. I see this idea that because we have faith, we love each other with a sincere love. But then there is this added emphasis that we need to love each other deeply. And so there is this natural occurring love that comes with the transformation of our lives. But it is a deliberate choice to, in fact, love each other deeply, to go to that deepest place of our being where we are most vulnerable and to love each other from there. To love each other simply because we exist, without any expectation of performance or adequacy, but to simply see worth in the other because of their existence, and to love them from that place. And to me that means reflecting that kind of worth to them, so they clearly understand that that's how we love. And I am confident that such love would empower the church to be truly transformational. In fact, that is the echoing message of Scripture, that we would be identified as the followers of Christ because of the way we love one another. This is not an idle truth. This is the most profound reality of our existence. It's one thing to say we love God, but to love each other in that way is the only way to adequately reflect that we love God. Have a think about that during this week and look for the opportunities to love each other deeply. Talk to you next week.